Ironwood Games. This is Andrew, and welcome back to our premiere draft for Cons of Tarkir. We've got this full four-color Sultai, gonna splash white for some Abzan deck. And if you didn't watch that draft video, I'd say go back and check that out so you can see how we got to the deck we have. If you did, welcome back. And we're gonna run this in. While we're loading up here, don't forget you can subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate that. Trying to keep that number going up. That really helps us. And then as we're going through and we do anything, leave comments. Let us know what you see as far as gameplay and other pieces. So we have the fetch land. We don't have anything to do with this hand. We can morph, but then we can't unmorph until turn 5. And this could be nothing. Soul type Flare on turn 4. We need to draw 2 lands. We could morph here as well. Our opponent's going first. We are on the draw. Let's keep it. I kind of wish this could get us a black, but we have the forest with this. Let's see how the deck does on drawing us something. So we're gonna play out green. I'd really like to draw an island or a swamp, or playing an aggressive deck. Unfortunately, we did get an island, which is fine, which means we can probably get the plains off of Flooded Strand when we need it. Unfortunately, because it wasn't swamp, we can't injury this guy. It's just going to come in and give us some hits. Here, I'd much rather and desperately want the swamp. So we're getting what we need here. I think we play this as a face down 2/2. Threaten to trade with the Valley Dasher. I don't know if we do. Because we can injury it next time. Yeah, I think we take the 2 from the Dasher. If they had attacked with Bloodfire, I think I'm happy to do that. Ooh, fun. Okay. So we're gonna strand. Question is, do we want to filter lands? Like, what do we want to do? Because we could just play a 4-drop and keep the debilitating injury. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get our white. So we have our 1 plains. And then, do we want Flare or Pet? Or we can unmorph, so we can punch. Yeah, let's do... Well, no, we can't because we need the black for that as well. I'm going to do Flare. Alright, trying to think. We need the black to morph and the debilitating. I am going to attack because if they're willing to morph here, I'll take that trade, sure. And tapping stuff down is good. Yeah. Very aggressive deck right out the gate here. Okay. We're getting there now. So we will injury. We can morph this up and kill, eat. Problem is then we can't play something else, and are we better off fighting And then 2/2, eat 1, take 2. Yeah, I think so. We're not going to attack, so we can threaten to eat a thing. They have to keep kind of playing stuff out. If they can goblins some more, that's annoying, and I think we... Okay, so we had a little bit of a slow hand. We've got a slow deck, and our opponent had a very fast start, so those two did not work out well for us. Those two things in conjunction. We did get all of our lands. All right, let's jump in the next one. That was a very quick loss for us. I don't know. I don't know if that should have been a mulligan. We did end up with all of our lands. We were a little light on things. I think this is another doesn't do much. We have our planes. We can debilitating injury something, get soul type banner down, and get all of our colors. I'm gonna keep it. Again, we know our deck is a little bit slower and wants to take its time, and so yeah, we're gonna just debilitating injury now while we can. Abzan banner is good for my opponent. We will see your banner with our banner. Alright, so this is where 5 drops in Abzan. Let's see what they could have. Okay, we'll take it. If they're big play is get back a chief. Chief on the edge must be important to them. I think we want to outlast. I know we want to outlast because it's just way better, and then build our board. Continue to build the board. Yeah, that's fine. Seems like an awkward time to do it, but I guess it uses their mana efficiently. Yeah, okay. They'll get a Savage Punch, that's fine. I'll gain the life off of it. And then they're gonna sweep for 10. And now they are top decking. Can we Abzan Guide? Do we Abzan Guide? Kind of just want a Serpent. While they're kind of out of things. They are at a place where they can draw an extra card off the banner. Okay, that's fine. Because our guys start getting Death Touch. Which means Savage Punch is really, really good. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we just... I think we just play out Guide face up. I don't mind attacking in or going on the defense with it. Our opponent got to do a lot of damage by throwing everything at us. But I think our hand, barring them having a complete board wipe, I think our hand is pretty good. a forest. We can treasure cruise for everything. Okay, they're tapped down. Can they... Dragon Scale Boon for 2. I don't think for... What is it? The white one that lets them untap? This is not an instant. So, I think we have to. I don't think we have to, but I think it's just... safest right now to kill that thing. So that they can't have a trick to get us on something. I think we just auto pay and Sultai Flayer. It's weird, we gotta figure out how the counting needs to work on that. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, being able to kill something and actually having the swamp made a little bit of a difference. So that one felt a little bit better. Losing game 1 like that in just a 5-minute blitz just felt really, really bad, and was like an out of the gate, like, oh no, did we just draft poorly? Have a little drink, keep myself thirsted. I go first. Don't have anything to do with anything. This Plains is bad. We can't play this. We can play an 0-3, but we need a forest to get there. We need a forest and a swamp for that. We need swamps and forests. Those do nothing. I think this is worse than 6. So, as much as I also don't like this, we're gonna keep it. Do we send a forest to the bottom? Like, these don't do anything until later. I'm gonna send the forest to the bottom. That could be wrong, because if we don't draw the land. But if we don't draw the land, hopefully we're drawing gas. And then when we do draw the land, we can get the banners. But I think if we draw land, we drop banner. Embodiment of Spring. I think if it had been a island or a different color, we would have kept it, or more likely to keep it, just to have our colors. But double forest on this side doesn't do anything. Alright. So our opponent is, we've got another pretty aggressive deck here. And that last one we played, they went pretty aggressive. Just throwing everything at us. Okay, there we go. Sultai Banner. We're playing Sultai Banner because we can use it to Embodiment of Spring versus the Abzan that doesn't let us do anything. Here we can use this to get an island. It's any basic, so we can get the plains if we wanted it. But we have Banner to get to plains. I don't want to chump here. I'll take the 3. This is put on the battlefield tapped, so I can spend 2. But then I only have 2. I'd like Sidisi's Pet. Or I can Abzan, take 6, 7 potentially, go to 6. Could be really ramped out. Okay, well, I guess we can block and then sack it after blocks. So we'll try to block the Swift Spear, because that one can come. Sure. Then we only take 3, go to 10, and then hopefully we can stabilize with Pet. We've got a Destruction. If they're tapped out, we can. If we draw a land, we could just kill. Alright, no, don't do that. Pass the blockers. Block. 1 blocker. And then we activate. We search here. Well, we will draw the land, so we can Rite of the Serpent. Swift Spear. What do we have here, though? Do we want to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could double morph. We couldn't flip anything then, though. If we're looking, so if we play this for 4, we could blank this here. Our opponent just has so many things. I think we just go in a little bit of a longer. Most likely our play ends up, whatever we do, we end up taking 3 because we just play one of these creatures. Putting down them both as morph just lets our opponent potentially blow us out. If they're playing prowess, they've probably got lots of moves. So I think if we were legitimately looking at taking 3 either way, here's where I'm going to morph both of these just to get the 2 creatures on board. And we'll let our opponent figure out what they want to do. We could have put this down, face down, and then threatened to like flip it up to kill the charger. But I'm hoping building the board, our opponent will just not attack, and then that gives us a chance to do some things. Ooh. But they didn't. 3/4 flyer just seems really good, but the lifelink could be really important. And I feel like 4/4 though. Has reach. 3/4 doesn't kill a 4/4. The lifelink long term is just gonna be better for us. Absent Guide. I love you, Absent Guide. Can we do all the things? No, but I think we just play the lifelink. 4/4. Here, no attacks. Alright, this is, we've kind of stabilized. We're behind on cards. The Wilds, Death Touch. Let's see if our opponent attacks with the Witness. If they do we trade for the guide to gain 4 life? I would love to be able to hold on to... I'm thinking they're digging for a trick there so they can attack. Because we get incremental growth. Beautiful. Okay. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5 there, 6, 7 on that. It'd be really nice to get... creature for that. So I think no attacks again. I think they'll likely try and send in the Heir of the Wilds. Like, we're definitely looking at taking potentially 6 here. I don't think we do. I think we've got to block with the Abzan Guide. And our opponents, I think, digging for tricks and seeing what they have. Yeah, if you want to blow up Abzan Banner, we won't get the draw off of it, but I think we've got mana enough. Yeah, that's fine to see what we need. We still have enough to flip. Do we want to? I think we do, just to spend the mana right now. Ooh, Doom Blast is fun. Okay, target a creature, get a +1/+1 counter. So this will make them all. This makes 5/5, 5/5, and a 4/7. Unfortunately, the Death Touch does give us a little bit of a problem. We are so light on life. They all seem like good things to keep around. But I think we need to... I'm going to attack with both of these because they both have lifelink. That's a 9 life gain for us. And either they double block it or they're taking 9. And that's a huge swing. And if they just block 1 with the Heir, that's fine. Our 5/5 blocks this. And now we're back stabilized 16 to 16. Jeskai Ascendancy. Yeah. Okay. Really, really good. But very late for my opponent. Let's see what they have. At this point, the problem is Soul-type Banner gives us double green, double blue if we need them for anything else. Don't have another white for, like, Abzan Guide. Do we just... Do we Outlast? I don't think we do. Opponent has 1 card. Can they have a trick? Sure. Do they have a trick? I don't know. I think we hit. And 4, 5, that's 9. We're not going to get to this point where it's lethal, so I think we hold it up as a defender. I don't think it needs to get to 6. Well, now with the 5/4 flyer, I kind of wish that we had outlasted. But we've got the life gain in our favor. Rotting Mastodon is good. Here we are gonna do it. Play that so we can play, well, I'd like creatures to build up the board if I in fact need to Dune Blast. So I think we keep that. I think we go 2 attacks, and we're willing to take 9 if they go to 8. Very unlikely they can give everything double strike. I don't think there's a combat trick that's double strike. Yeah, done. That's an easy choice. Because now, and this 6 is 2 turns to lethal. So I'm fine with that. We get the flyer out of the way. Soul-type Flare is good. Swift Spear is good. But our opponent is, again, back out of things. I don't have the white for Dune Blast, so we're kind of in a... I think... What are we... Okay, if they take 6, go to 6. Like, are we in a weird race situation? Do I need to play the Mastodon? I think I do. As much as I'd like to hold it, we are in a race that I'm not quite comfortable with them having 3 creatures. I don't have the white to... The Ascendancy kind of makes their board a little bit scary. Yeah, I will just block because we know they don't have any tricks, so sure. Here. Next. Attack with this. They have to block with Swift Spear. Otherwise, this is lethal. We get to keep up that. I think at this point we crack banner. Treasure Cruise seems really good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to exile 3 things. 1, 2, 3. And we played land already to get that in, but that puts us in a good spot. We got plains. I think Dune Blast is it. We keep the long shot squad. Off of the... I mean, honestly, I don't even think we need to. This seems a little bit safer. Next. 1 attackers. But I think Dune Blasting there, keeping our long shot squad also gets us a victory on that. So, yeah, another one. If we can keep our opponent from blitzing, like full force blitzing us, I think we have the tools to stabilize. It isn't doing too bad. Alright, so we've got 2 wins. We'd like to get 2 more before we run out here. So let's see what we got. I do like this deck. Ooh, this is a one where it's... I'll keep it. I wish we had the island for this and for the treasure cruise, but we've got lands into Sultai Flare. Unfortunately, I am going first, which means we won't get to draw the card. I love this hand way better on the draw rather than on the play. Because getting out a 4-drop as our first play, going first, could potentially be bad if our opponent doesn't have a 3-drop here. I don't hate it because given the colors they had, could have been looking at like a weird counter spell or something in it, and so just knowing that they tapped out makes it... They're definitely looking at some error shenanigans. So here's what I want to do. I want to... I'm trying to think of how to sequence this. Because I want to be able to play Embodiment of Spring off the banner and then crack it to get the island. So 1, 2, 3. Gives us banner. Banner, just cancel. well, just auto thing. And then we go, we can't block the flyers, so we might as well hit it. Keep this little as racy as we can. We're a little bit behind on this race, so we may super good card. We are potentially losing. Long shot squad's so good right now. Did we pass through our? No. It's a tap. It couldn't have done it. I just didn't calculate and think. Well. Long shot squad, really good. We just play a 3-floor, 4-flyer. Problem is now the 3/4s just blank this. No attacks. We're just so dead to the air real quick. At this point, we need to draw Doom Blast. We killed this. If you have a trick, give me a 2-1 on that. That's fine. The other option is getting our counters. Yuck. I'm gonna play Long Shot Squad. We have just one card. Okay, so I think we've got to crack. We attack here. Again, we've got to somewhat keep this race going. Next turn, if nothing else, we outlast. Okay, this is a little scary. We killed a number of things. This face down card could be anything. This rock is really good, but it's done its thing. Resolve that, that's fine. That doesn't help our race. Nope, don't activate the ability. Go to blockers. Block. After blockers, now we're gonna crack it. Gonna get island. And we are dead. Unless we draw incremental growth to give everybody counters. All right, we have 5. 1, 2. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 left. I don't know that I can do anything else because I don't have a morph. But I have to incremental growth. Here's the challenge is, do I have to give a counter to one of their creatures? And I think I do, and I think I'm also just dead because of the Avalanche Tusker and the Morph card here. Like, there's just so many things, and I can't block all of them, that I think we're just dead. We are like a turn behind. Hitting for 11. They just take it. Maybe our opponent doesn't attack with everything. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to do that, in fact. I get to gain 4 life off of that. Yes, we lose reach on the flares, but we get rid of your big guy. I think you should have attacked with everything there. But that's me. And do we like, what are we hoping to get? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we draw a card and Dune Blast, we need the white, green, black, so blue. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, and then exile. 2, 3, 4. Submit 4. Is that? Let us play Treasure Cruise. And unfortunately, we did not hit there. So, Morph face down. Disowned Ancestor. We can't block, so we might as well attack. It's only a 5/6 and not a 6/6. That's fine. You get to block it. We're taking 6, going to 4. We are dead, so we need to draw a Doom Blast. We did not draw a Dune Blast. Do we have another way to give reach or anything? I think we are just dead here. Yeah. Play Banner. I don't have quite enough to crack Banner also. Even if we could... we can gain 1 life off of that. I don't think it's worth it. Next. No attacks. End turn. Pretty sure we're dead here. All they do is attack with 2 in the air. That rock was good. Well, we played to some outs. We didn't get those outs. And so that gives us a loss. That's alright. That's what happens. Alright. Can we... Alright, get a win. Let's see. Alright. Hopefully don't end up on a disappointing last note here. Alright, this is a good hand. Especially going for Durst. We play Embodiment of Spring, then we crack it for the Swamp, and we've got either Flayer or Pet ready to go. Like, we've got options here. We also, depending on the draw next turn, we don't have to crack it. We can hold on to that for a bit. Next, no attacks. We'll hold this up in case they have a haste, Swift Spear or something. Smoke Teller. I don't think Smoke Teller is in general a good card. Here's the question. Do we just want to crack this? Yeah, because we're going to play something next turn. I do want to just crack it. Because we could leave it up and play a more for something. But I don't want to. I'd rather Sidisi's Pet. Full value, just because we can block here. You need a pretty good pump to do that. If you do have a pump, I'll take that trick. Otherwise, we gain a life. trigger. Opponent's going pretty wide. What do we have? Do I care? No, we're gonna put out Sultai Flare. No attacks. This lets us... Our opponent doesn't have good attacks here, so if they want to attack just to get another raid trigger, that's fine. If they manage to get like 2 more creatures on board, we might hold back like Attendants and just let them build up and Dune Blast some things. If they don't, we might put Attendants down and just kind of chip in with Attendants and play this out in a long game. From what we've seen, Smoke Teller, it's just a bear. I don't think its ability is good. It doesn't look like they have anything. Horde Chief is fine, but it's already done its thing. This 1/1 does nothing. I haven't seen anything amazing from them, but doesn't mean they don't have it in their deck. Falconer's good if they're playing Abzan. Do we want to injury? How much is this? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the advantage to injury is that we could cast that Shambling Attendants next turn. We might as well. It does kill all the morph stuff. Here, I think I want to attack with Sultai Flare. They can't now double block it and kill it with the 2/2 gone. That was part of... I didn't say out loud, but I was thinking of if we injury this, then the double block for the trade here, or the kill, which would force a trade 1-for-1 here, isn't as good. Or isn't viable, and we get to sneak in for 3. Yeah, they likely have some fight effects. Savage Punch and such, which we're happy to take. Yeah, Savage Punch. Okay, because it does make our Dune Blast a little bit better when we do end up drawing it. We don't have the white, so we could put this down as a 2/2, but I don't. I'd rather have 3/5. Submit 2. Don't need an attacker. No attacks. 3/5 Death Toucher's pretty good. Kind of would like my Abzan banner at this point. Just because it lets us get this Dune Blast down. I'd also like to keep good stuff on the board, keep my opponent from attacking, but let them build the board out. Because that makes Dune Blast that much better. Yeah, we desperately need... So we've got 3 white sources, if I am not mistaken. I think that's our best out. We can't flip this for the lifelink without the white anyways. So at the point... this holds everything else back. They can chip in for 3 for a bit. And honestly, we're kind of just waiting to draw into Plains. So we have Plains, Flooded Strand, and Abzan Banner. We also have another... We keep 2 embodiments of Spring, which can fetch us a piece. Again, think we're willing to take 3 here. Once we get down to like 12, I'd be a little bit worried. The Abzan guide that they have is really good. They didn't attack with it, which I guess makes sense. We do have the Death Toucher that's going to hold everything back. Bloodsoaked Champion's going to be good when they get it. All right. So here's the question of how long can we wait? If we Dune Blast, we get planes. Do we have enough to put something else down if we drop it? Yeah, I think we can afford to wait, because we need Longshot Squad and we need to outlast it to be able to kill the Scavenger. So I do think we're getting close to a next turn. If we don't draw a white source, we've got to put down the Longshot Squad with, again, hoping we draw something that just counters, or we put both of these down. I just would like to have stuff to rebuild after a Dune Blast, but that's also not looking like a very good option. Are you gonna... Okay. Just attack for the 3. Again, we said we were happy to go to 12. Well, here's where we have to put Longshot Squad down. We take another 3. Hopefully we draw something. We might be down to 6 because then next turn we have to put the counter on it. We have to outlast it to let it eat up a thing. But our opponent's close to, and I think that's where they were fearing last time, is when they can attack all out and just go wide around us. So that's the other reason we need to start getting some things on board, which is we might, again, need to Disowned Ancestor. So we've got a couple of outs. White Source. That helps, but it doesn't get us there. Alright. Just gotta have things on board at this point. And now our opponent has enough. They probably attack with everything. Unfortunately, we didn't. Yeah, that's nothing we can do about that. The corpse is so good. Okay. Well, they definitely have something for us. We block here. Taking 5. We can't afford to take 4 more. Right, so we block here. We block here, and we're alive at 1. And we hope for a white source. We don't have a power 4 or greater. Oh, that's just so rough. Okay. Well, we played towards our outs. I don't know if we did it well or not, guys. So let me know how you think we should have played that. We dug through a ton of cards. Got 19 left. We've got, unless I'm mistaken, well, we're going to concede because we're not going to rope them up. We're not getting through that. can't kill the flyer. Alright, so that did not go well at all for us. So what were our outs? We had Embodiment of Spring still in the deck. We had Plains. We had Abzan Banner. So we had 3 outs. On that, we had our kill spell, so that'd be a 4th out. What else? We already played Debilitating Injury. I think those things might have given us, and I mean, we had 19 cards left, so 4 out of 20 is about a 5th, 20% chance on that last draw to do it. This one feels bad, guys. But that's all right. It's at the end of the run of this cons draft. We definitely didn't do well. Luckily, we had a draft token, so we'll take our prizes and we will go home. I was hoping we could look at our... I guess we needed to do that before we claimed the prize. I wanted to look at our deck and see what... if we had any other outs we hadn't counted, but oh well. I think that's what it was. If I missed something, if we could have played that differently. Oh, Flooded Strand. That was the other one we had. We had Flooded Strand. So I think we had 5 outs in there in all those digs. That if we had 25, and maybe we saw 5 other cards, so still 5 out of 25, a good 20% chance for a couple of turns, and we didn't see any of them. So I don't know that those, like, the kill spell is enough of an out to guarantee us a win, but getting that Dune Blast would have really turned things around for us. So, but as always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to hear your comments. Let us know what you thought, where maybe we could have improved in those matches, or in that draft video if you've seen that. And otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.